Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network. Also featured on The Roar on 99.1, 93.5, and 94.7 HD2. Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody.
Happy Monday. Good morning, Jay.
Goombay.
What's up, dude?
Nothing.
How's your weekend?
I had too much fun this weekend, got in trouble.
Oh.
What'd you get?
Huh?
Litty titty?
No, it was nothing sexual.
Oh.
I just, you know
Litty
what?
titty doesn't have to be sexual.
What? A titty?
Litty titty.
Oh, litty titty. Okay.
Yeah.
That's sexual to me. No, I am. No, I was sick last week, and, you know, my wife is Dr. Fauci, so she didn't want me in the same room with her, and I said, but I'm fine now. So I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. So I left. I had brunch at my little favorite place downtown, Cork and Gable. Had my little lunch. Had a one of their mimosas, and then the bartender made a special drink for me and this other lady who was at the bar. Then I went to the Eastern Market and got some Woodward Sports love. I went to this place I'd never been before. It's kind of like a T-shirt place, and so I got something for my son B. And so this guy said, "I know you from somewhere." I'm like, I don't know, maybe the newspaper, maybe 97.1. He says, "No, you're on Woodward Sports." I said, "Yes, I am." So he said he listens all the time. So we got some Woodward Sports love. And then I went to, there is a Detroit distillery that's in Eastern Market. And what they're doing in the summer is they just open up the whole street, and you can drink and carry your little drinks around. So I met a bunch of people, and I had for the first time in my life, I had a frozen old-fashioned.
A frozen old-fashioned.
Yeah, it wasn't totally frozen. What they did is they put like a slush ball in it, and that's the old-fashioned mix, and then they poured the bourbon over it. It was delicious.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, the first sip was rough. I'm like, whoa, man, this is really strong, but then it kind of mixes, and then it's a nice old-fashioned.
That's good.
That's wonderful.
I had a great weekend too, Terry.
What did you do?
I got in trouble, though, because when I have too much fun, it pisses off the wife.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Huh?
That's not right.
It's not right.
She should be supporting you having fun.
She should.
Yeah,
I don't need support. I just have
Look,
fun.
if you need a new wife, like, we can start the search right now.
Okay, let's fire
her. All right.
Fire her like it's a job.
Right.
I mean, at that point, once you're what? I think like after 10 years, I think it becomes a job, right? Mm-hmm. The first 10 years, like, you know, it's love, it's cute, whatever.
I don't know. It was a job for the whole year and a half.
I mean, that's
married.
being married to you. That's a little different. It's prison being married to you, but that's.
I think it would be fun.
Thank you, Terry.
I sing songs.
Oh. I'm a great cook.
Oh, you know what? Here's the other thing. If you meet another little guy and he wants to propose to you, do you want it private or do you want it on the giant scoreboard at the ball game?
I'd prefer they just don't propose to me.
I prefer they don't either. I'm trying to help them out here.
All right, that's settled.
Oh, God.
What did you do under your rock this weekend?
I did nothing. I worked all weekend,
Exactly.
but,
Well,
God
we don't
damn
wanna
it,
hear
let me
this
finish.
crap.
Let me finish.
Oh, poor Adham.
I did do something.
You did something?
I watched the Tigers continue to suck. That was great.
Okay, so you didn't do anything.
I didn't do no.
Good.
No, I didn't do much this weekend.
They got mollywopped twice this weekend.
They did.
I thought it was a great watch. I really did. I mean, look, guys.
I
I'm not going to
watched
sit here
while I
every
was
morning and act
bartending
like
every day
this
this
isn't one of the
weekend.
better teams in baseball. The Tigers clearly are 1,000 steps ahead of where we thought they would be 6, 7, 8 years ago. Al Avila has completely led this team out of the rebuild. They are light years ahead of even my expectations. Like, I didn't think they'd win 20 games. And here they are.
Unbelievable.
20 games under 500, but hey, like, better than I thought! You motherfuckers, man! Fuck this team! Good morning, everybody. I had a great weekend, clearly. I'm not angry at all. I didn't wake up angry, clearly.
Very happy with the rebuild.
I'll be at the game Tuesday night.
I'm going Wednesday afternoon.
There you go. Tuesday night, this is, by the way, I believe his name is Sam.
Great name, by the
Tigers
way.
fan. Sam on Twitter.
Great name.
Was frustrated with the Tigers losing over the weekend. Started a petition that Tuesday night at the Padres game, sections 101 to 105 should be the Fire Al Avila stands, right?
Okay.
So, of course, my phone blows up over the weekend. I had nothing to do with it. But, people tagging me and telling me, hey, you need to be a part of this. So I'm like, you know what? For the people, fuck it. Let's do it. So I'm bringing a minimum of 5 signs, and I'm going to be dressed out to the max to show out for my good friend Al Avila on Tuesday. And
how are you going to dress?
The goal is to either A, get arrested for trying to get on set during the game, or B, get kicked out before the 5th inning. That's the goal. And Justin's going with me.
We need some backup.
The
Justin's
security,
going with me, so it's going to happen.
Security would be told to remove his ass from the game, but even they would be thinking, you know what? I kind of agree with the guy. So they'll come down and they'll
I used to work there.
half-heartedly.
You should have taken me with you.
Well, I'm going to try to sneak on the broadcast.
Yeah, but I used to work there, so I wouldn't get in trouble.
Give me the ins and outs.
Well, I can't
What did you do
help
there?
I was a Tigers. I was in the DT Energy Squad.
Oh, you were on the dugout dancing.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
hey, Maddie.
Yes, I
It all
was.
makes sense now.
Can you do a
Everything
little,
came full circle.
Can you do
Maddie
a little
left, they
routine
wouldn't
for
do a
us now?
rebuild.
Oh yeah, if you want to put pour some sugar on me, I can do the whole dance.
How long ago was this? 6, 7, 8 years ago?
Actually, my family blames me for the downfall of the Tigers.
So you were there?
2015.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. So Maddie left the. Well, this all makes sense now.
Yes.
See you later.
Oh God.
My family blames me for the downfall of the Tigers.
Yeah, I don't blame them for blaming.
Now,
you.
when you're in the dugout dancing and everybody's kind of staring at you, are you?
Oh, and then the players are underneath you, staring up your skirt. Yeah, it's
Right.
super wonderful.
I was going to say, are you enthralled by it or are you embarrassed?
I mean, you just do your job.
Just
at that
do you- so
point.
you focus.
I mean,
You're
I'm
a
sure
performer.
it's
Professional.
similar to a stripper, but not.
I got some fun signs being made for Tuesday. Because,
You
by
know
the way,
what?
they are cracking down on Al Avila signs.
You know
So
what?
you have to get creative with it.
Yes,
It has
you
to be
do.
low key. So I'll only give one away. One of them is stop the Al Avila hate and give him a 10-year contract extension.
Oh, we like
So,
that.
we're going to have a supportive sign.
Yeah.
We're going to have some sarcastic signs.
You
And
gotta
then we're going to
have
have
one
some
of those-
very vulgar
You
signs
know what?
that are going to be
Stop,
stuck together.
Stop. Hang on. We should help this man out.
We
Thank
should.
you.
Let's come up with some slogans
We should.
that Adam could show us at the
what
game.
you need is one of those signs that, in a certain light says one thing, and then in the other
Well,
light
no,
says
I'm gonna
another,
have
so that
the
you can't
very
get in
vulgar,
trouble.
the very vulgar sign. I'm gonna have taped onto one of the not so vulgar signs. That way, I can sneak it in because they're
Now,
cracking
do you
down on
want
it.
sarcastic signs?
Well, here I'm gonna read you a few that I have.
Okay.
Let's see. I was texting these to Raj Rahilio, who is with Woodward Tigers. I was trying to get him to give me his thumbs up on this. Let's see. Obviously, I mentioned the one about the contract extension. The second one I did was, you know how I feel about him. I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Okay.
Marshawn Lynch. Shout out to Marshawn Lynch. Let's see. What else do we have here? We are 100% out of the rebuild. That is also a sign. Mm-hmm. It's just a quote. His words, not mine. Nothing wrong.
I'm 100% satisfied with the rebuild.
Yep, there you go. That's another one.
Let's go, Al.
There you go. I support Al Avila. Said nobody. Oh, it's gonna be.
Here's one you can do, and it has a double meaning. Let's go, Al. So it could be like you're supporting him, but nah,
let's go.
Get your ass out of here.
Yeah, I like that. There you go, Terry. I'm digging it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a bunch of
Do
signs
they not
with me.
understand if they're cracking down on Al Avila signs that there's a freaking problem?
Well,
Lions do it.
yeah, I mean they did this with the Millen era to an extent. I'm not gonna go there with a bag over my head. I'm gonna be fully kitted out, sunglasses on. I'm gonna sneak in some smokes, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. Let's just put it that way.
I know what Adam's sign is going to be. F you, Al.
The vulgar one is very close to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself, Al Avila, is the
How
vulgar
about
sign.
this one?
Go ahead.
I'm at the game despite Al Avila.
I'm here despite Al Avila. I like that. There you go.
Are you still dressing up as him?
What is it?
Are you dressing up as him?
If I can get my hands on a fat costume in the next day.
Amazon.
Huh? Well, I have to have it by tomorrow morning at the latest.
Yeah, you know, he's
Why do
doing
you
it the
keep
wrong
doing
time
this?
because the Halloween costume shops
I
are not
looked
open
for
yet.
fat costumes. I didn't see much.
Go to Party City.
Go to Party City. I don't have time to be a husband. You want me to drive to Party City?
Do you want me to go do it for you?
Yes.
That's what
That
I
would
do.
be very helpful.
Hey,
Stop.
My job is to make sure people here are happy.
Have
so
you
that's what's
even
going to
heard
make you
of
happy.
Party City?
What is it?
Have you heard of Party City?
Yes.
Okay.
What am I, a stranger?
Yeah,
Yes.
you are.
Here, all of you. All of
Every
you.
last person in
All
this
of
room.
you. Westfall, shut the hell up. You don't even know what the hell.
It's the first time he's talked on this
You
show.
don't even know. You
in
don't even know what the hell.
8 weeks.
What the hell happened last week? Huh?
Yeah, currently you don't know either.
Hey,
Yeah.
somebody doesn't know with me, Mister. I live under a rock.
That's not true.
Shut
Wait,
up.
what did you guys not know?
I don't know. I don't even remember anymore.
Making things up.
No.
Was this Alan Keller?
Alex Westfall speaks for the first time in 6 weeks. And he agrees with you being a stranger.
Oh God. Let's see. Some other signs. Maybe Al Avila we're hiring. You know, give him a job offer.
No, you know what?
He
You
can
know
be a
what I've been
janitor
getting?
here.
I get all kinds of emails, and one of the emails is like it's from the Tigers. Detroit Tigers are hiring. Apply, and then it's and then you go in there and it's they want you to be one of those people at Costco that pass out the treats and stuff and the samples. I keep thinking when the Tigers send it out, I keep hearing opening for general manager, but I never see that.
You should every time they make a
I should
mistake,
make a LinkedIn post.
you should just have a sign that says job opening. So every time they
Yeah.
do something bad,
No, I can like recreate a LinkedIn post, but put the Tigers logo on it and put general
that sounds
manager.
like a lot of freaking effort.
Oh, you know
Not
what?
really, but it'd
you know
be
why
really
the
easy to do.
Tigers haven't fired Al Avila? It's a labor shortage. They can't find anyone to replace him.
Terry, I mean this respectfully. I really do. You know I love you.
Sure.
They could replace Al Avila with this fucking bowling pin, and they would be further along in the process than anything he's done. At this point, you know,
Maybe the bowling
I
pin
know
doesn't
the
want to
team
do
sucks. Look, I am aware they can't hit the baseball. Very aware. I know it's very frustrating to watch. I know the players need to do a better job. Having said all that,
Chill.
shut up. Who signs the players? Who trades for the players?
that. Al Avila.
Who drafts the players? Who sets up the farm system, the development staff to grow these players? Al Avila. Who is responsible for your analytics team, et cetera, scouting, et cetera, everything? Al Avila.
I think I'm going to see him Wednesday.
Are you? Mm-hmm. Do me a favor.
I'm not going to kick him in the nuts.
Shank him.
No, I'm not going to do that. I want to be professional.
I like this one. I'm not fat. I just suck at my job.
That's great. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Who said that?
Harley Rider.
Harley, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 that's going on the sign. And there's no way they think that's about him. They can think it's about me. I got to chug like 15 pounds of food.
You're not fat. How would they think it's about you?
What?
How would they think it's about you?
What?
He's going to be wearing a fat suit.
Yeah, maybe I'll put
okay.
on a fat suit.
Okay.
I don't
Fair
know.
enough.
I'll put a watermelon under my stomach. Whatever. We got to go to break.
Well, how about this? You get a big old fat cream puff
Ooh.
and just say,
Well, I can make you a cream puff.
no more, Al.
No more.
No
Al.
more. And that has a double meaning. No more cream puffs for Al, and no more trading, and no more free agent signings for Al.
Oh man, you know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping somebody, or not just somebody, but multiple players on Tuesday night hit home runs to right field, specifically to section 105. That way the TV broadcast has to turn the camera there, and I could just have my middle fingers out. That'd be brilliant.
They're
Brilliant.
blue out your fingers.
No.
You gotta like give out signs to other people. Like everybody gets a letter.
Oh, absolutely. So I got to bring like 10, 15 signs.
Well, yeah, but like if you give like the row
like
3
each
behind
individual.
you, and then the row 2 behind you, and then the row behind you, and then and it's all like.
See, that they would
Al
crack
Avila
down on. They
sucks.
wouldn't let that happen.
But they wouldn't know.
I asked.
you just
I was
put
told
letters on.
specifically they are cracking down on anything remotely like group effort, anything related to Al Avila. Yeah, they're cracking down.
Well, can you at least make one of those like cup worms that everybe's been making?
The
What the
beer
hell's a cupworm?
snakes?
Yeah.
What the hell is
Uh-oh.
it?
You don't know what a
That
beer
is?
snake is?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You know what he's gonna have to do?
Uh-oh. He doesn't know what a beer snake is.
He's gonna have to run.
I said a cup
no.
worm.
Adam's gonna have to run on the field nude.
No, so like it's been all over like TikTok and Twitter and stuff. Like people are making these every time you drink, like you have a drink and you finish your drink, you put it on this like beer snake.
Yeah, you just start
and it
stacking
goes
cups.
through all
Yeah.
of these like different rows, and everybody keeps
You
adding
stack
their
the cups,
Yeah.
and it's like 100 or 200 cups. You stack them, and it's a big
and it
long.
keeps going through all these rows,
Right.
and people just like chill there with this freaking empty, gross cups on their shoulders.
And then some
Like,
idiot
just
gets
don't
interviewed
care.
and drops
I'm
the
asking
cups.
my friend what the fine is if I streak at Comerica Park.
Oh, God.
He's a attorney downtown.
Oh yeah,
so
what is the fine?
Well, you might go to
About to
jail
find
for a
that out.
night.
I
What
think
is it?
they
You
put
might
you
go
in a
to
little
jail
holding
for a night.
pen.
Yeah, they put you in a holding pen. They give you a fine, and then they ban you from the stadium, I'd imagine.
Do you
Yeah.
want to be banned from Comerica Park?
Yeah, what the hell am I going to do
okay.
there?
Jesse Adams says him not knowing what a beer snake isn't shocking. He
You
doesn't
said
know.
beer worm.
I
He
said
said
cup
cupworm.
worm.
Cupworm. I know what a goddamn beer snake is.
You didn't know
Yeah,
when Westfall or
Oh,
Fish
man,
said
somebody's
it.
No,
sensitive
now
all
this
I,
day.
all I
you know
heard was
what it is.
cupworm. Miss, what the hell is even a cupworm?
You have selective listening.
You do.
I do. I
Very
do.
selective listening.
All right, Fish, shut the fuck up and mute your mic.
Yes!
Oh, Fish is telling you you're number one with his middle finger.
Number one!
We're going to go to break. When we get back, Davante Adams had some interesting comments on Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr. Later on in the show, we will be discussing Jalen Duren and Jaden Ivey with Jeff Iafrate. The Lions over-under win totals along with the Pistons. Which team is it more important to hit the over? So we got a jam-packed show. I'm excited. But before we go, Maddy, could you tell all of our good people at home about our good friends over at Big Boy?
Yes, I can. Ciabatta's, summer salads, hand dip shakes, all at Big Boy right now. Try a chicken club, chicken cordon bleu, or a sunrise ham and cheddar, all on their grilled ciabatta bread. You heard it here first. Summer just got better at Big Boy.
It's Feldman's Carmageddon. We're putting an end to high prices during our 4-day super sale. Only 24 hours left to shop thousands of used cars, trucks, and SUVs. Hurry in. Only 24 hours left.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Welcome back. Thanks for joining us on the Morning Woodward Show here on the Woodward Sports Network.
You know,
What?
I'm not a big "I told you so" guy. You know, I like
about
to
to
Yes,
think
you
tell us.
are. Yes, you
That's all
are.
you do.
I couldn't go 3 seconds without laughing at that one.
Exactly.
Having said that,
Oh, also my surprise is ready for you today.
what time do you want to do this?
Well, no. It's a Nick Leach problem. It's a social media thing.
It's a post.
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
you should be.
Man, you young people, man.
This is what
the
you get for
surprise
being mean
is
to
a
me.
social media
Like
post.
I thought I was getting a cake.
Y'all need to
No.
wake up.
You do not deserve a cake, sir.
By the way, Lebanon got second place, so screw you!
Once again, Fish is telling you number one.
Fish, mute your mic. God damn it! Can't even get through a sentence. All right, Davante Adams. Interesting comments between Aaron Rodgers and Derek Carr. Not much of a difference, a transition period between the two. He also clarified his comments after saying, why not? for Derek Carr to be a Hall of Famer. Yes, he's chasing MVPs. Yes, he's chasing Super Bowl titles. That's what they're working towards. But if you look at his body of work, he is on pace to become a Hall of Fame quarterback. Now, I won't agree. All right, I'll be fair. As much of a Derek Carr fan as I am, he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Okay.
All right? We're not going to do that this morning.
Let me give you a piece of advice. Wake up. He's his teammate. Yes, he's going to say something sweet like that about him. If he was a Green Bay now, he wouldn't say anything about Derek Carr.
I think it's important to... I think it's more important than that. I'll tell you why. Davante Adams had a mega contract on the table from Green Bay to stay with said quarterback.
Sure.
He declined. For an obvious reason. Aaron is difficult to work with.
Yeah, don't you think the franchise pissed him off more than Aaron Rodgers?
I don't believe so, because Aaron Rodgers for the last 3 years has wasted Davante Adams' prime in the playoffs. He's failed to deliver in the postseason. It's that simple. So I have a quarterback out in Vegas, new project, new market, big money, fully guaranteed, not fully guaranteed, but a super guaranteed contract. Very, very nice pay. And I get to play with my best buddy out of Fresno State.
All right, great. But you can't take what players say about teammate to the house. Do you know what Jared Goff said before this previous season? We're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I remember Mark Brunell saying he was Drew Brees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, I mean, Tyreek Hill did this with Tua Tagovailoa, but the difference is Tua sucks.
Tua couldn't even get the ball to him.
But Tua sucks. Derek Carr is a dark horse MVP candidate this year. This is a guy that's thrown for over 4,000 yards the last 4 years. Has a career, I want to say in half the years he's played in the NFL, he's thrown less than 8 or 9 interceptions. The guy is a very efficient quarterback. He's a good quarterback, and he's carried a franchise that has sucked for the last 6 years. Now you've added Davante Adams. Now you add these players. Now Josh McDaniels.
And the franchise is looking to move on from him after this year.
I don't believe that to be true. They're
going to evaluate him,
and
if he doesn't, if he's not better, they will move on from him. So maybe Davante is trying to protect him because this is my guy. He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Don't release him.
Terry, this is a quarterback last year that made Hunter Renfrow a #1 option in the NFL. With no run game, an average offensive line, a relatively below-average defense, and a fake head coach for half the season.
Right.
And they went 10-7.
No, that is accurate, but the franchise may not be thinking that way. Because, one, they're in Vegas. B, they have to appease to fans who may not be the brightest in the world. And, and there's been rumblings that they're not really happy with him, that they could move on from him.
This reminds me of I wouldn't say exactly, but let's bring up Matthew Stafford, right?
Mm-hmm.
12 years into his career. And Matthew Stafford was considered a loser, a guy who couldn't win the big games, couldn't win you a division, right?
Bam.
Couldn't win a playoff game. And if you looked at his situation, if we were fair, we would say there were only 2 seasons, realistically, where there was a team there, where you were like, you know what, let's have expectations this year. Mm-hmm. There's a team that's good enough to go out there and do something. In Derek Carr's time with the Oakland Raiders, and now Vegas Raiders, 9 seasons, there has only ever been 1 year, which was the year he was an MVP candidate before he got hurt. And that team wasn't even all that great. They were just playing out of their minds. He is yet to be accompanied by a roster, a coach, and a GM where you're confident. Now, this year, I'm confident in the head coach. I think Josh McDaniels is going to do a good job in Vegas. I really do. I think he learned from his mistakes out in Denver, went back to New England, understood I can't just have this New England model prospect. I need to go out, be myself, and implement my own ways to be successful. I think McDaniels will work in Vegas. Having said that, we're having the same conversation. We're having a guy that's never won a division, never won a playoff game. All right, well, question marks. But if I could bring up these same points about Matthew Stafford prior to McVay, prior to the Rams, prior to Cooper
you know
Kupp.
what, big boy? During that 12 years, if you said Matthew Stafford. Here was my take on Matthew Stafford, and I got bitched at by fans. I said Matthew Stafford's biggest detriment is he plays for the Detroit Lions. And it's, gee, man, you hater, you mother, you're being a hater. I said, no, that to me, I thought he was a good, not a great quarterback, but a very good quarterback. That if he played for any other franchise in that division, he would have multiple playoff victories. And I got in trouble for that. Oh, T, you're a hater, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. All right, well, we'll see. And so that's why I think a lot of people are just rooting for Matthew Stafford to fail in L.A. It didn't happen.
Derek Carr, since he entered the league.
It's the same thing.
What was the thing with Stafford, right? He could always come back and win you games, right? Fourth quarter guy. Since Derek Carr entered the league, there's only one player with more game-winning drives than him.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Stafford. Again, are they similar in terms of talent, situation? Everything is unique and different in its own right. But, Terry, I see a quarterback that this year should take those steps where you look at him and say, wow, that's a good quarterback.
Okay.
This is finally the season where he's accompanied with talent on the offensive side.
And you know what? And if he doesn't do that, guess what?
Then I think it's fair to have that conversation.
He's gone.
That's
so
fair.
he's on shaky ground, and I think Davante Adams realizes that, so he's pumping this guy up.
I think Davante Adams is unhappy with Aaron Rodgers for being a bitch of a quarterback and is happy to move on.
Could be, but he's also upset with that franchise, too.
Fair enough.
Which was jive.
Fair enough. Fair enough. We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, the Pistons are rumored to be bringing back the Teal Jerseys. Terry, I'm very curious what you have to say on this as someone that was very involved with the Pistons in the 90s during the Teal era. Curious what you think. But before we go, I need to tell you about MyBookie. MyBookie, bet from anywhere, anytime, using MyBookie, of course. Sign up today if you haven't already using promo code Woodward. They'll match your first deposit. As always, make sure you're betting responsibly. And if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risks, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
If you are looking for a school to enroll your child in, look no further than the Academy of Warren. They have a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome field house that has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field. Their K-8 features small classroom sizes, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, and much, much more. Enroll today at academyofwarren.net.
All right, we're back here on the Morning Woodward Show.
I sound
Maddy
like I smoke 18,000 packs of cigs a day.
You do.
I've never
you know what
smoked
she
a
sounds
cigarette
like
in
today?
my life.
No, you sound like Joan Rivers today. Without the New York accent.
She sounds like the witch from those cartoon movies.
I am a witch.
No.
None of this?
I would swap out the letters.
Oh, God.
The W for me. You're so creative, Adam.
Oh, God.
Teach me your ways.
The Detroit Pistons are rumored to be bringing back Teal. Could be announced tomorrow, potentially.
With the horse's head?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Terry, before we get into the jersey and bringing it back, kind of explain why the Teal era is dogged on as much as it is.
Well, the uniform sucked. But, we got the little young Piston boys back here in the back room. Here they look at me and say, Uncle T, you didn't like that? I'm like, hell no. I didn't like those. I didn't like the horse's head, didn't like the teal. And the teal era is associated with Grant Hill, which he was a great player, but it was a disaster. So it was a bad time for Detroit Pistons basketball. And I just, it just looked too cartoonish to me. I just, I wasn't in love with the red, white, and blue, but I liked it a lot better than the teal. So obviously the Pistons understand their younger fans love the teal. And they're the ones that buy jerseys. I don't buy jerseys. So, basically they're saying, screw you, old man. We're in lockstep with Jazzy Jeff and all the little Kool-Aid and all those clowns. They love the teal. That's who they're appealing to.
I like the teal.
So you're not a fan of the teal jerseys and bringing them back as alternates?
I hate them.
Oh wow.
Hate it.
Wow.
Jerry's a hater.
Strong
Going a little deeper than not a fan of.
Is it because of the losing?
No,
or it's
the
just an ugly
jerseys are ugly.
I've had people tell me that before. They're like, oh, why would we bring back the teal when that's when we sucked or whatever? And I'm like, it's a freaking jersey. Our team.
Because you're trying to sell jerseys. That's why.
I don't think they have any problem selling jerseys right now.
Oh, they're going to sell more now?
Well, yeah, probably, but they don't have. We have zero problem selling Cade Cunningham jerseys at this moment.
Okay, you've already sold your red, white, and blue Cade Cunningham. Now you're going to sell your teal Cade Cunningham.
They can
so
sell
now
any Cade Cunningham
you're going to have. Now you got a double jersey. The sales are going to go up.
Absolutely, you're not wrong. I think they're beautiful.
So, I think I'm in the minority here. I actually don't mind it.
I love the teal.
Okay, I'm not going to say I love it, but I think it's cool. I think this should happen every season. You should bring back a classic uniform or every other season, and you commit to it for a few years. I think it's nice. Having said that, I was only 4 years old, or not even. I was born when these jerseys came out, so I have zero emotional attachment.
I don't think I was born when they were.
Like Terry does. Yeah, you were.
Barely.
Right.
If you were barely born, I'm younger than you are.
That's true. Yeah, so me and Maddie weren't even alive for this.
We were
time.
little infants.
Oh, they were being burped.
I was being made. I wasn't being burped. My parents were busy. I don't have a problem with it. I think it's cool, but you hate them?
Hate them.
Jeez.
They're ugly.
They're not ugly.
They are.
To be fair though, I would rather them rock the 1988 Pistons jerseys with the short shorts. Those are my favorite jerseys.
You can't bring the short shorts back.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
No, not
They're
today.
coming back.
No,
I think some
the short
colleges-
is kind of coming back, but you can't go that short. I know guys what they do. They're making their shorts a little bit shorter. What they're doing is, you have the band. They're folding the band up, and so it makes the shorts shorter.
Yeah, that's like every girl's trick in their life since sixth grade.
But back in '88, they were wearing hot pants. Those weren't shorts; they were hot pants. Now let me just a second.
But a lot of these guys are wearing leggings underneath, anyways.
Right here. I have to test Adham now. Excuse me, Adham. How are you doing today, buddy?
Good. Or
do you know what hot pants are?
No.
I didn't think he did.
I wanted them to bring back the tearaway pants.
Oh, those are the best.
Those are the best pants.
Oh,
God.
Anyway, Adham, hot pants mostly were worn by women, and they were sexy shorts. They were very, very short. You put your little high heels on and put your hot pants on and strut around, all sexy and stuff. That's what Isaiah Thomas wore, hot pants.
Oh, well, he was sexy on the basketball court.
Yeah.
What was it, like a royal blue and red? I always felt those jerseys were the best jerseys this team has ever had.
They were red, white, and blue. With a
I thought they were brilliant. To this day, I still think they're the best version of the jerseys they have. Do you agree, or do you think?
It was the best. Wasn't in love with them, but I liked them.
I mean, we look back at the 04 Pistons, right? They gave us a great memory, a championship. their jerseys were fine, but I think we love them so much because they won. I think that plays a role, but I think aesthetically it's clearly the...
Now, I'm not a fan of the teal, but I'd rather see the teal than the lightning bolt Pistons.
You're not a fan of the lightning bolt alternates?
No.
Wow.
Hell no.
I'm shocked.
I guess I hate everything.
No,
clearly.
You're just bland. Like, you don't like boldness. You just like a nice bland.
You know what my my favorite jersey I've seen in Detroit the last 40 years? I like the Detroit Lions alternative jerseys with the silver helmet.
The Thanksgiving Day helmets.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Those are the best
High
jerseys,
socks.
I think, in football.
I love those jerseys.
I really believe the Lions Thanksgiving Day jerseys are the best uniforms in all of football. At least top 5.
Yeah, they are. They're sweet.
Easily. They are the sweet. I wish they could wear that all the time. I mean, that combination of silver gray with that.
And it's a different blue.
It's a different blue. I don't want to say it's a matte blue, but it has a nice finish to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so much better than the crap that they wear, the all whites. I'm not a fan of the all whites.
Right.
I don't like the all whites.
I don't mind the all whites.
Maddie, you're a girl. Of course you don't mind the all whites.
The hell is that supposed to mean?
You know what that's supposed to mean.
I don't know what the hell Fish is saying, so
I don't either.
Fish, shut the hell up and mute your mic.
He just said it, and we're supposed to nod and say, "Oh yeah, really? That's great."
God, man. But no, the Lions.
Speaking of the Lions, when are they? Everybody's coming out with these
next year,
new
supposedly
helmets.
Oh yeah, the Bears have one.
The Bears, the Jets, the Bengals, and they're really sweet. I don't know if every team is coming out with one this year, but I'm real curious to see what the Lions do with their jersey, with their helmet.
I think
because there's rumors they may have like a claw thing on it.
Oh no!
Are we talking about two different things?
No, I agree. I think I wouldn't like that. You have the Panthers who have claws. Mm-hmm. You have the Bengals, and then there's the Lions. I think you go for an alternate lion if you're gonna pull something like that off. I don't think you go. Or just go to the plain helmets. The plain helmets look so good. It sucks on the Browns because it looks like shit. But with the Lions, you have that silver and blue finish. It's really nice.
Yeah.
The silver helmet is awesome on the Lions jersey colors.
It's sort of like their golden dome of Notre Dame. It's not gold, but this silver.
It's as symbolic, I guess you could call it, right? Because you associate it with Thanksgiving Day. It's very historic. Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the better jerseys in football. When they do redesign or rebrand, my question is, do you go with a black jersey concept? Do you bring back the black jerseys? Or do you scrap with the all whites on the road and you go for something else?
I think you have to have a white jersey on the road unless you're the Dallas Cowboys. Because people make them wear their dark blues on the road because they wear their whites at home all the time. They don't like wearing their... But I think you have to have a white or lighter colored jersey on the road.
Okay, so we've seen all whites. We've seen the color rush, which is the gray, all gray, spaced out with blue font, white font. I'm not a fan of it. It's whatever. It's cool for maybe a minute, and then you get over it. So what is the Lions' alternate? Forget alternate. What does their away jersey look like 2-3 years from now?
How about you do the white jersey with the blue pants?
See, I think if you're going to go that route, I think home should be all blue with a silver helmet.
Okay.
And I think away, it's tough to pull off blue-white helmet. I mean, what's the helmet color going to be? Silver still? You're not going to go for an alternate colored helmet?
That's a little busy.
It's a lot.
I'm not a fashion designer, but...
It's a lot.
It
That's
seems
tough to
like
pull
that's
off.
a
The
lot.
all blue you can pull off. All white, meh.
Yes, you can.
And what's the helmet color? That's really my question, everybody
It
at
can
home
be
this morning.
white.
No. White would look
not white. No,
fuck.
if you had all white, you would have a silver-based helmet with the Lions logo on it.
Just call us the
and with a
Pussycats
little
at
blue.
that point. Or the Lionesses. White helmet. You can't... Shut up, Fish. You can't do a white helmet. You can do silver. I mean, if you're gonna
Silver
go for an
would be
alternate,
fine.
if you're gonna go for an alternate helmet like the Bengals did, right? You're gonna have to do an all blue helmet concept with a different logo on it. It can't be the generic Lions logo.
Yeah, if you had a white jersey and a white helmet, you look like a Q-tip. And that's not good.
Oh God! What about black? What do we do with the black outfit?
I
Do we do
like-
all black with a silver helmet?
I love the
I
all
would.
black, but I like the old school silver pants.
Yeah, I think silver
pants.
only works though with the blue jersey. I don't think silver works with white or black. It
Don't
doesn't
you
look
remember
right.
old school?
Well, technically, the
That's what they
team
used to do.
colors are Honolulu blue and silver. So you got to have silver somewhere, even if it's just the piping or.
Your helmet stripes or your font.
Okay.
Your font outline. It could be the fill color. I don't care. Black.
I like
it has
all
to be
black.
all black. It has to be.
But I do
again,
like the old
what's the
school
alternate
silver.
helmet color? How do you get an alternate helmet color for this team that just rebranded not too long ago their logo, right? Went from
Yeah.
the fat lion to the in shape lion.
Yeah.
At least they did something, right?
Well, wait a minute. Which lion had one eye?
It was the fat one.
The fat one had one eye.
Yeah.
Does the
It was the
skinny one?
lion that was sketched out by a third grader.
That was Bubbles the lion.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
That was the Alavila lion.
The leaping lion. It's like he's drunk. Or
Here, I'm gonna.
go old school. Back in the day, the Lions helmet had the stripe down the middle and the lion on both sides. You can go there. That wasn't bad.
Here
That
are a
goes
few
with black.
concepts. All right, let's start with the black. If you were to do black, it's either all black or, hear me out, do you go for a black helmet concept? Are we all in favor of a black helmet, yes or no?
If it's matted, yes.
If it's matted, yes. Maddie? No comment?
I don't know about that.
I'm going to pass on the black helmet. I don't think
I
it
like
fits
it.
the team. But the only way you can pull off a black jersey with silver pants like Maddie requested is with a black helmet.
Silver helmet.
No. Oh God, no. God, no. You'd look like an underfunded 7th grade middle school team.
No, that they could pull that off. I disagree with that.
Let's go to the white concept, where you keep the white jerseys. The font is blue. The outline is silver.
Mm-hmm.
The pants are blue. The stripes are silver and white. And you have the gray helmet. I actually don't mind that.
Wait, say that again. I don't listen
Blue
to you.
pants,
Yeah.
silver outline on the pants, white fill on the stripe. White stripe with a silver outline. Blue pants. White jersey, blue font with the silver outline, and then a gray helmet with the standard Lions logo. I think you could pull that off.
You could pull it off, but let me warn you: the black jerseys are not popular, at least with fans here in Detroit. They don't like black jerseys. For
I don't know.
whatever reason.
I think everyone likes the
A lot
black
of people
jerseys.
like the black jerseys.
I actually tweeted out, what was that, Friday? I tweeted the old school
I like them,
uniforms.
but I keep getting blowback from people.
I think the
"Oh, I hate
greatest,
that.
the greatest home jersey they could pull off is if they could just wear the Thanksgiving one every week. That would be amazing. Silver, blue, and silver. That would
Now,
be-
back in the day when Bill Ford Jr. was, I wouldn't say he was in charge, but when he was kind of linked with the team, we had a conversation. I told him that I hated Honolulu blue, and he looked at me like, "Really? Oh, this is an iconic color. I love the Honolulu blue. I just think it's too."
I think if you give it a matte finish, it works.
Make it darker. I'm talking about the jersey, not
What do
the
you think of
helmet.
these?
Too far away, I can't see. It's all right.
Share with the class.
I'm not sharing with any of you. It's between me and Terry.
I think it would be fun to bring back the black jerseys, especially since Dan Campbell played in the black jerseys.
That's
Didn't they go 0-16 in the black jerseys?
Who cares?
He didn't play.
That's like the same freaking.
He didn't. He was injured that
Oh,
year.
I know. I'm just saying. Wasn't
Yeah.
it that year? I'm just asking. I'm not bringing up anything.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's bring back bad memories.
But okay, so it's the same argument with the Pistons and the teal jerseys. So you
Pistons
can go
made the
suck a
playoffs
dick.
in teal jerseys.
What?
Pistons made the playoffs in teal jerseys.
They did, but it was like there was a lot of controversy going on. The team.
Difference between playoffs and 0-16. We're going to go to break. When we get back, the Tigers continue to suck, and I have the solution.
Can't wait.
I have figured it all out. I've looked at their staffing. I looked at the coaches. I looked at the players.
Why don't the Tigers hire you?
We're
Not as general manager, but as a consultant.
I should consult. I have the solution, and I think it's going to impress you, Terry. Did my homework on this one. We'll be right back, but before we go, I got to tell you about Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment Free Zone, and of course the studio sponsor of the Woodward Sports Network. Start today, get yourself into shape. $0 down, $10 a month. Your fitness is essential. Visit planetfitness.com or one of their many Metro Detroit locations. Make sure you tell them Woodward Sports sent you.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
The only sports network in Detroit that starts with a W. You know, because we win. Woodward Sports, Detroit's winning sports network.
If you've got a big project coming up, look no further than Alta Equipment. They've got everything that you need, and they know that when it comes time to getting your project done on schedule and on budget, that uptime matters. So give Alta a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA. That's 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Alta Equipment, where uptime matters.
All right, so obviously I spent my weekend under a rock.
Duh.
Trying to find a solution for this Detroit Tigers baseball team. Now I know what you're thinking. No, it's not as simple as getting rid of Al Avila. No, it's not about... Actually, it has nothing to do with the team selling. It has everything to do with... I believe it's an attitude issue within the building. And beyond that, I think we have one core fundamental problem. So, Terry, give me a few minutes if you don't mind. Got to explain this.
Okay.
All right, let's start at the top.
Squat?
Right? You have Chris Illich.
Okay.
One of the best owners in all of baseball. Has put together a competitor that we've seen in the ALCS 6 of the last 8 years. Fantastic GM, who has also been attributed to all that success that they've had over the last 6 to 8 years in Al Avila. Now, how do you fix the Detroit Tigers, Terry? It's not as simple as you get rid of people, you bring in new people, and you try it all over again. You know what they need?
Enema?
Nope. You ever listen to Bill Burr, comedian?
I've heard of him, yes.
All right, he has a famous saying, or a famous line, I should say, where he says, you know, if I was a dictator, the way I would handle population control is I'd put people on a cruise ship, and I would sink the cruise ships.
Okay.
I think what
Good
you do with the
concept.
Detroit Tigers is you take everybody working in that front office who is not good at their job, you send them on a field trip, and they never come back. Now, I'm not saying you have to kill them, but they never, ever come back. Ever. They can go to Hawaii, Canada, Brazil, I don't care where.
What about we put them on the Babalo boat and sink it?
I'm trying not to kill people.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Canada doesn't want them.
So, the jokes aside, they're 38 and 58. All right? 2 weeks ago, and you know who you are. You dumbasses, after they won 6 straight games. It's happening.
You got that?
It's happening.
Right.
Oh my God, it's going to happen again.
Oh, here's what I got. Are you going to apologize to Al Avila?
Apologize to my nuts. That's what I'm going to apologize. I'm going to apologize for not smacking Al Avila with my nuts. That's what I'm going to apologize for. So now they're 38 and 58. No hope anywhere in the future. We are, again, guys, this is the best thing about life in general, right? You have to be held accountable for what you do in life. There's no escaping the inevitable. 4 months ago, Terry, quote, we are 100% out of the rebuild.
Yes.
Less than a month and a half ago, we are pleased with the progress that's being made here in Detroit.
I thought it was very happy.
Same thing. And what kills me more than anything is that I have to stand here, sometimes sit,
sometimes squat,
like Al Avila because he's so short. And we have to have the conversation of how do you fix this team. I don't think Chris should sell. I think that's stupid. I don't like that narrative. I don't go along with that. I think it's stupid. As incompetent or uninterested, I believe he is. That's not how the world works. And yes, I know, well, you have to stand up and not go to... I don't do that. I'm not going to sit here and tell you don't go to Tigers games and support the product. They suck. They suck ass. I think there's one person you hold accountable at the end of the day. And I believe, like you see with the Red Wings, if you have the right guy in charge, you will get there. It's not a hard concept. I know. Let me say this a little slower. If the right guy is in charge of your franchise, no matter how bad your owner is, you will win. Hence, you guys all laugh at Jerry Jones, horrible owner, psycho, crazy, all about himself. Forgive me on the name. I know Coach Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson. He
gave Jerry 2 Super Bowls. He got it done.
Mm-hmm.
You have the right people in place, and he's been looking for a Jimmy Johnson ever since.
And he got fired.
He's been looking to this day for a Jimmy Johnson. He's going to get it in Sean Payton once he fires Mike McCarthy. But the point is, you get the right people in charge, you will be successful. If Steve Yzerman wasn't the GM of the Detroit Red Wings, and it was some other bum, how would you be feeling about the Red Wings right now? Not so good.
No.
Not so good. If Troy Weaver wasn't the GM of the Detroit Pistons and Stan Van Gundy was still the Detroit Pistons GM, and you passed on Kate, all right, you took Josh Giddey #1 overall a few years ago, right? Instead of taking Killian Hayes at 7, you took him at number 3. You traded up. You gave up all your first-round picks. Traded up to 3 to get him. I don't know. Anything Stan Van Gundy would do to F this franchise. Matt Millen. If Matt Millen was in charge of the Lions, would you feel confident right now about what they're doing? Would you feel confident with Matt Millen in charge, Terry? Coming off a 3-13-1 season.
I would say the franchise needs to move somewhere else.
So, we all agree that the people in charge matter, right? And that you have 3 franchises in town where you are confident to an extent in the way they're working. Brad Holmes, Troy Weaver, and Steve Yzerman. And then there's this one guy. This one guy that couldn't fit in this room. All right? The one guy who, in 8 years, has delivered 7 losing seasons. 6 straight now. On top of it, you have the highest point you ever reached was a 46.5% win rate, I believe, last year. 73 wins was the highest you've achieved during that rebuild process. And it was actually an anomaly. We were fooled. We were fooled. We were fooled to believe that A.J. Hinch could work all that magic again this year. And we were confident, hopeful, very, very optimistic about this team because of A.J. Hinch. And then we realized, oh, wait, it is Jamer Candelario. It is Robbie Grossman. It is, we called down Spencer fucking Torkelson. We send him down to do what? Nothing. It's done nothing. We want to take away the pressure of Major League at-bats for the rest of the season. Why? He's already hit AAA. I still don't agree with this decision at all. What is he going to do? Go hit up a few guys that are never going to be in the majors? And then come back up and, oh, I'm ready. Hey, guys, I'm back. I'm ready to hit 279, 30 home runs, and 101 RBIs. Put me in the 3 spot. Like, you know how stupid we are? There's not another team in baseball that sends down Spencer Torkelson except the Detroit Tigers. You know why? Because he would fucking work anywhere else except Detroit.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably because he'd be producing more somewhere else than he is here.
And I don't want to hear the players. No. For some reason, everything, okay, let me not say everything, right? I don't want to be ignorant. Almost every freaking thing that Al Avila has touched, Terry, during his time here in Detroit. You know what it's turned into?
Rust.
Garbage. Chara. Shit. Nothing. Everything he touches.
Was that second thing you said? Skara?
Chara. That's Arabic for crap.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Brought out 3 languages. Anyways.
All right.
The point is, everything he touches doesn't work out. If you just, let's say he's unlucky. Okay. I have an unlucky friend, Terry. Every time we go out, we somehow get jumped and robbed. Somehow. But the one time I don't bring him, I don't get robbed. I don't get jumped. And then we go 3-4 weeks not hanging out with him. Everything's fine. I'm going out. I'm walking downtown. Everything's great. I'm having a good time. And then my buddy just so happens to be downtown. And of course, it's my buddy. I'm not going to acknowledge or not acknowledge him. Hey, what's up, Tom? What's up, Tom? Boom! I get shanked, I get robbed, and the next thing you know, every time I see this guy, something bad happens. That is the same thing with Al Avila. Every time he touches, says something, nothing good comes out of it.
Yeah, you need to dump your friend.
To kill him. That's all I got. That's all I know is that the guy, any and everything he touches or does, Terry, it just doesn't work. Let's just say he's really unlucky. Why would I want an unlucky guy running my franchise? Give me a guy that's lucky. I don't care if he's dumber than Al Avila. If he's lucky, I'll take luck at this point. But everything and anything he does, Terry, just doesn't work. So how many more years do I have to sit here and watch him do nothing and say, well, he's unlucky. The pitching staff is hurt. So are the Tampa Bay Rays, and they're doing just fine. They're able to develop the players that you're not able to develop. Teams around the league are able to trade. You know what's funny? Look at the Juan Soto trade. I wish I could fast forward 5 years. I promise you, in the Juan Soto trade, there will be at least one player that has come out of that deal that's worked out for Washington. At least one. And one would be more than you got for Verlander. For frickin' JD Martinez. Everything's fine in Detroit. Good morning, everybody. This is the Morning Woodward Show, hosted by myself and Terry Foster, where everything is great and Al Avila has done an amazing job over the last 8 years. Congratulations.
Hey, we're all
everybody.
happy.
We're happy to hear.
How can you get nothing for JD and JV?
Because he was taking it in the ass, Terry. He wasn't seeing what was going on. Every MLB GM just bent him over and went to town. They ran trade on Al Avila for years, and that's why they laugh at him. It's like, here, I'll give a better example, since we're going to go down this route. You brought this up, not me. So you brought this on yourself. All right? Mm-hmm. We all know that one girl in town, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody's been with, all right? And for the sake of argument, since we live in such a bitch-ass world, there's a man too, all right? And this man sleeps with every girl, this girl sleeps with every man, whatever. If you bring that chick home to your boys and say, I'm dating this girl, a girl who's known to hop from person to person on a weekly basis, what are your friends going to do? They're going to laugh at you.
They'll laugh at you.
They're going to laugh at you and not take you seriously.
I know plenty of dudes have been with her.
You see the problem here? This is our problem with Al Avila. Al Avila has been passed around like a whore with other MLB GMs. They have all taken him, and when they see Al Avila walk in the room, they're excited. They know it's an easy fuck, right? Hey, Al, come into my office, bend him over, take down his pants, go to town. Bang, take all of his prospects, all of his assets for nothing. Every GM has done this to Al Avila. That's why they all laugh at him. That's why when the Ken Rosenthal article comes out, no, we don't say anything on the Tigers broadcast. We don't criticize what Al Avila's doing, right? Now, every GM is laughing at Al Avila. You know, typically I wouldn't take that seriously if you're a winning team. You're not. You're a losing team. You're losers. And here we are. July 25th. I have no answers. I really don't.
You just told us you had answers.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, the more I talked about it, the less I felt confident about my
November.
No.
Yeah,
The answer is he needs to go, basically. That's it. It's that simple. I mean, everybody knows this. Everybody knows this.
Except
Alavila and Chris Ilitch.
But you know who Chris Ilitch is acting like right now? Mike Ilitch. And people only remember the spending Mike Ilitch, the Mike Ilitch, the win one for Mr. I. But Mike Ilitch went through a long period where he did not want to spend. And what he said eventually was he didn't believe in his general manager, Randy Smith. Maybe Chris Ilitch is looking at, I don't believe in Alavila, but he should be on the phone now looking for his Dave Dombrowski, whoever that might be. But I don't get the sense that he's doing that when he comes out and says something ignorant like, I'm very pleased with the rebuild. You can't be very pleased with anything with the Detroit Tigers.
You can't be pleased with a whore when they've been passed around. Sorry, they can't please you.
Can they not?
They only please others. They'll never please you. Never date a whore. Today's lesson. Congratulations, everybody. It was a big waste of 15 minutes. I apologize. We're going to go to break. When we get back, top of the hour, we got Jeff joining us in about 15 minutes, so that's going to be fun. But we'll get to the Detroit Pistons coming up next with Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren. Just how good will they be year one? What can we expect? We'll get to that and more. But before we do, I need to tell you about the Mulligan, the ultimate drink, the drink of the summer. Whether you're on the golf course or you're hanging out with me and Terry at Comerica Park, trying to figure out what we're going to do to get Alavila out of town, well, Mulligan is the drink for you. 8% alcohol, iced tea, lemonade mixed with gypsy vodka. The Mulligan is the official drink of the summer. Try it today, and as always, please drink responsibly.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer at Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Ciabattas, summer salads, and dip shakes. All at Big Boy. Try a chicken club, chicken cordon bleu, or sunrise ham and cheddar. All on our grilled ciabatta bread. Or keep it light with our Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, or Greek salad. And don't forget to cool off with a frosty hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer just got better.
Get a shot up. This is for the win.
All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
If you are as white as Fish or Adham, head on over to Chili Peppers and get yourself a nice tan. That is where you find the cleanest ones in the D, with spotless sanitized rooms and trained certified tanning professionals. Join the Pepper Club for all the best deals on unlimited tanning. Chili Peppers has the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans.
Chili Peppers tan!
Have you looked in the mirror?
Yeah.
You're just as white as me.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Take off the makeup. You're just as white as me.
You want a test?
Yeah, let's go up there. Let's have a test. All right, here we go. Here's the test. Who's whiter?
Please. Please.
Oh, I'm darker.
She's
Clearly
darker.
I'm darker.
Yeah.
No, clearly I'm dark.
No, dude.
All right,
You blind.
The argument
You're dark.
sucks.
Yeah,
He's blind.
You're an Italian. Maddie, shut the fuck up. Mute her mic.
God. Thanks for swearing. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, sorry, Flannel.
Poor Flan.
God. All right.
Her arm was darker than yours.
It was, to be fair. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so get the fuck out of here.
Maddie, shut up. I
I
told you to mute
bleeped
her
myself.
mic,
It's
Fish.
fine.
Just how good can Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren be? Terry, one of the things I hear about with the Pistons fans, obviously they should be excited, right? Young core,
Sure.
up and coming team. Before I get into Ivey and Duren specifically, I want you to bring up, and I really want you to remind people how the 80s went and how it went leading up to the chip. Forget the championship aspect of it. Mm-hmm. But you draft Isaiah, you draft Joe. What was the process right? And how Isaiah is a different story, right? Came into the league, was a superstar, right?
Right.
We expect the same to be with Cade, but how do you build that team? When I look at a piece like Jaden Ivey, hyper-athletic guard, could be the team's number 2 in the future, maybe even 3 if Saddiq Bey turns out to be better than we imagine. Who knows? What does that process look like?
Well, the process for the Pistons back then is going to be the exact opposite of the Pistons today. The Pistons got their super athletic guard first, and then they added dependable Joe Dumars, who we didn't know who Joe Dumars was. We never heard of McNeese State or Natchitoches, Louisiana, wherever he was from. But he was a stone-cold scorer. So the Pistons are doing it in the opposite direction, so to speak. Then they got some role players that are important, Sally and Rodman. But they were collecting good talent because they could go 9 deep. The Pistons backups sometimes beat the starters in practice, and so that was it there. But the other thing that was prominent is maybe the Pistons made a mistake because you can't build a championship team around a 6'1" point guard who's actually 6 foot. So even during the process, there's a lot of people say, Pistons screwed up. You're building around Isaiah Thomas. That's not going to work out. But I think what those people didn't know was that Isaiah was so headstrong, and he pushed the need to win. Now, a lot of this is mental. We always talk about the physical pieces, but there was a mindset that the Pistons had, and it started from Isaiah. We're not here to win 50 games. We're not here to win games. We're not here to look cute. We're here to win championships. And, his mind, they were there to win 3 or 4 championships. Now, it didn't work out that way, but he still won 2. And so then you had a pecking order. You had Bill Laimbeer and Rick Mahorn, who were like sergeants in arms. If somebody screwed up, you had to go through them. You had to be ridiculed by Rick Mahorn, maybe beat up by him. And so they were preaching toughness to everybody. And so that's why I'm curious, what is Cade Cunningham when he gets old enough? What is he preaching to his younger teammates or his less talented teammates? That's why I think it's good that he doesn't have a bunch of old heads on the team who are 27 or 28 because they might not listen to him.
It's definitely his team, and that's a very important point. I think his you mentioned Mahorn and Laimbeer, granted different era, right? A different mentality, how to be tough. I think the mentality is a bit different today, actually quite different. I don't believe the conversation is you need to be tougher or, you need to discipline players that way. I think what we're working towards in the modern NBA is teamwork. What are you doing for the team? Are you working for the team? Are you being selfless? We've seen it with the Celtics. We've seen it with the Warriors. Even the year that LeBron and the Lakers won in the bubble, that was a team effort, right? Anthony Davis, LeBron James, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Rajon Rondo. It was a team effort.
Although you have to have, even today, you have to have some toughness. I remember when LeBron was in Cleveland, I think the Pistons beat him a couple times. He was bitching about the Cavaliers weren't as tough as the Detroit Pistons, and he wanted to do something about that.
Well,
so
he did. He finally did. I mean, that was one of the most memorable nights, I think, in NBA history. What was it, 24 straight points?
It was 24-25. Who was counting?
Unbelievable. But what Cade becomes, I believe, and who his co-partner is, or his co-speaker, I don't believe it ends up being Jaden Ivey. I think it ends up being Saddiq Bey for probably the next 2-3 years. Right? Saddiq Bey is one older than Cade Cunningham, and I think this year he will be the number 2 for the Detroit Pistons. So you will see 2 guys that will learn how to lead. And Dwayne Casey's a good coach, right? He's okay. It's fine.
He just won't be here for the finished product.
Yeah, but I think he'll be enough to teach leadership, teach fundamentals, teach them the right way to do things. That's there. That will be there. That'll be ingrained in them. But at the end of the day, you're looking at Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren, and you're asking yourself, can Ivey be the 2? Can he be a co-star? And can Jalen Duren develop into a modern 5? A modern 5 is obviously a rim protector, first and foremost, but a guy that can run the floor in the fast break.
Rim runner. That's
right?
big in the NBA now.
Right. And then ideally, yes, can shoot a 3-point shot. Not a must, though, right? That's what the 4 is for. That's what your Robert Williams are for. That's what your Isaiah Stewarts are for. You can have that presence. But I think more than anything, a top 10 rim protector ideally is what you want to get out of Jalen Duren in the future. A top 10 rim protector and one of the better 5s running up and down the court.
I agree Saddiq Bey could be that number 2 leader, but there is a special relationship between the 1 and the 2 guard. So there's going to be that bond there, and they're going to do things, and they may not tell Saddiq about it. I think all the 1 and 2 guards in Pistons history, at least, have had that relationship because they are working on the same thing. They are the ones running the team. And in closed doors, Saddiq Bey may be that guy because he's a guy that doesn't like to leave the gym. He's a guy that likes to show others hard work pays off, so follow me. And so that's important. Right now, Saddiq Bey supposedly is in Colorado working out at altitude, and he's hoping that makes him a better player, a more durable player for the Pistons this year. Now, why is everybody flipping you the bird? You haven't done anything.
I don't know, man.
You know what I hate? You know what I hate about this place?
He does stuff by just sitting there.
No.
He didn't do anything to deserve the bird.
No.
Yeah, he deserves it all the time.
Exactly.
I hate that now and then I got to step up and defend this asshole over here. That's unfair to me.
No,
Nobody's making you do that.
No, you guys are making me do it because sometimes you pick on the poor guy when he doesn't deserve it.
But okay, he picks on us more than ever in life.
And we chastise him for that. We say, Adham, bad boy, bad boy.
And he doesn't listen.
I get paragraphs of emails written up to me about my language, and I still don't care about complaints.
He doesn't care about anybody but himself.
By the way, we had somebody like complain about remember the draft of cocaine stuff?
Oh.
So we had somebody like really complain about it, and it got like pretty high up. It became like a real legitimate issue.
Oh, trust me, I'm aware.
It was funny, but they can all suck my dick. So
yeah, there we go. See? Now what are you gonna do, Terry?
Oh, man.
You gonna defend
Adham
him?
doesn't care about anybody that isn't him.
Yeah, correct.
I know, but he's been relatively good today, and you guys are still. He's been
coming from
pretty
you
good.
because you haven't gotten ridiculed yet today.
He ridiculed me today.
When?
I did. He did.
What did he say?
We were talking about one of the uniforms.
He didn't tell you to shut the F up.
No, he didn't say that.
Because
He didn't tell you that you look ugly today. He tells me that every day.
Yeah.
That's a you problem. That's not a me problem. What?
You could give them
we don't say things for what they are anymore?
Well, you're supposed to give them
Is the sky
confidence.
blue or not?
It's
Every
blue.
day, if you ask me what color is the sky, I'm going to say, oh, it's blue.
It is.
And if the
Shut
one
up,
day I
you
say it's
idiot.
green, I'm a liar. Hey, listen, I don't want to say mean things about you right now. So how
You
about we
always
just move
do,
on?
so why don't you just go
just
right
say it.
ahead?
All right, fine. She wakes up and she's ugly. What do you want me to do? Huh? I can't fix that. What do you want me to do? The same way Fish wakes up and he's annoying. The same way I wake
Yep.
up and I'm angry.
Hell yeah.
Some things don't change about
And
people.
ugly.
I
and a
cannot
nerd.
wait until Nick Leach makes this post.
And stupid.
I can't wait either.
wait.
I'd imagine it's a compilation of videos.
You just sit down and shut up.
Good.
And
Be quiet. We're going to go to break. When we get back, Jeff Iafrate going to join the show, talk some Pistons basketball. And then after, of course, we got to get into the Lions over-under win totals and the Pistons, along with what Jared Goff must do to earn a contract extension with the Detroit Lions. That's coming up at 9:41. But before we go, Maddy, could you tell everybody at home where we'll be today, broadcasting live from the Bottom Line?
Yes, the bottom line will be at the National Mental Illness Conference today in Novi at the Sheraton Hotel in support of the sports marketing agency, who will also be there. They help spread awareness about mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the F Word, helps spread awareness of fentanyl and other addictions. Go to thesportsma.com if you are struggling or know someone who is, and let them know that Woodward Sports sent you.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Hello? Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Detroit's downtown summer playground is back. Open all summer long, the Monroe Street Midway. Enjoy roller skating, free Wi-Fi, food trucks, art installations, and so much more. Don't forget to take advantage of the basketball court, putt-putt, and, of course, family programming all summer long. All art installations are done by Detroit artists, and it's a fun, safe event from people 1 to 100. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. Baby, talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
If you are looking for a game to beat Adham at, look no further than the Bowling Warehouse.
I challenge any of you at Foaling. How about that?
That is home of the original football bowling pin game called Foaling. They have two ways to play: $12 open unlimited play, or you can reserve a private lane for just $120. Don't forget, of course, they have a $2 mystery beer machine as well as multiple full bars. So check it out at thefoalingwarehouse.com.
I'll put $500 of my, $1,000 of my own money
Let's
to
go
anybody
right now,
anybody that can beat me in Foaling.
You suck at everything. So
Yeah, that is a false narrative.
Who won the Foaling championship?
not him.
I wasn't there.
It was Braylon and
Yeah, Braylon and
Ryan.
Ryan, they beat me and Christina to win.
Yeah, if
And
Braylon,
you didn't make the finals.
If Braylon, Ryan, I wasn't there. Christina and Maddy are my competition. I'll be just fine. Having said that, we got Jeff Iafrate joining us this morning. Oh God, we got to talk some Detroit Pistons.
No
Jeff,
matter what you say, Jeffrey, I still love you.
all right, so Jeff,
what's going on?
I know you like the teal jerseys. So before we get into Jaden Ivey and the Pistons, I want to bring up the jerseys. You love the jerseys, yes?
Yes.
Terry hates them,
and I understand.
Pitch Terry. I want you to try to
We've
convince
had
Terry.
this discussion. Give everybody the look when I said I hated the teal jersey. You're like, what? Really?
Well, a part of me too feels like what your preference is in terms of jerseys is like subjective. Like I feel like with especially during that era, I can completely understand why people are shying away from the teal jerseys. But you have to look at it like this as well. This is a new era of Pistons basketball. They have a chance to really do something special, and I feel like it's a perfect time to bring it back. They're only going to be wearing them for selective games during the season. It's only probably for this season only, so it's not like this is their official. They're going to use these as their alternates forever. So I got no problem with it. It's something new, but I could see why people would be a little scared.
Were you alive during the teal era?
No, I was born on the back half of the teal era. So again,
He's
it's
like me.
different
We
perspective.
don't have this
He
attachment
didn't
where
live it.
I look at the jerseys. Here, I'm going to say something. I want you to envision it in your head. Tell me if it makes you angry or happy. All right? Scotty Bowman. Happy or sad?
Happy, but.
How's there a but?
But.
A layer of sadness?
No, his players didn't like him.
Give me him all day. All right, Scotty Bowman. Next.
Yeah.
Sergei Fedorov. Happy or sad?
I'm happy.
Happy, but. But.
Quit the butts.
No, there was people did not like Sergey because he gave the Wings a poison contract.
Fine.
Because he wanted out of here. So, boom.
Fine. Nicholas Lidstrom. Happy?
Happy, no buts.
Thank God.
Yes.
All right. So, right, we're envisioning good things when I say these things. All right. Now let's think Rod Marinelli. Bad.
Oh, yeah. That's
Matt
terrible.
Patricia, right?
Bad.
Oh.
Do we
Disgusting.
associate teal jerseys with good or bad?
Bad.
So, I think that's the point. Is if you go back in time when Terry was covering,
right?
This is a bad basketball team. Now, were they as bad as people made it seem? Probably not. But bad still. Bad nonetheless. Bad nonetheless. Me and you, Jeff, and Maddy, we don't have an emotional attachment. We don't have a history of 7, 8, 9 years of watching the team suck in these jerseys and getting frustrated with it, and the whole Grant Hill era and the whole Grant Hill saga at the end.
Right.
We don't have to deal with that. So I think that plays more in. But he also says the design's ugly. I actually like it.
I don't mind it. I like it a lot. I know people have talked about the horse logo, and there's mixed emotions about it. We actually had a stream on Woodward Pistons last night, and people actually said they didn't like the horse logo either. But it's all preference, again. Like, for me, I don't mind it. I actually like it. And I'm telling you this, despite what people like it or do not like it, there will be no Cade Cunningham jerseys. They will be sold out. Same with Jaden Ivey. So, despite what you think of it, I know people are going to purchase them. So.
No, this is a generational thing. Because every time I talk to you little young guys in the back, y'all like, Uncle T, come on, give it a break. And not just here, but every time I have a conversation with younger people, they like it.
And you got to think too, Terry, how old is this Detroit Pistons core? Majority about 21 to 22 years old. So they don't really remember that era as well. I think all of those guys are excited. So it's really about perspective. I know Grant Hill didn't like them initially either. At the time, but now looking back, like, this team is young. It's different. It's a different perspective. And I think that's really what to hit on for me, especially. I'm cool with it, man.
That is true.
I'll be trying to get one. If I can't get an Ivy or Cunningham, I'll definitely be getting something.
Oh, you gonna get one. Don't talk about, if I can get one. You know you gonna get like the first one.
I hope so.
You're gonna get the special edition. It's gonna be 1 or 2 of 500 made. So you're gonna be right there on the ground floor. Kate will probably have number 1, and you'll get number 2.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right there.
Look, I'm for it. Jeff, one of the things we talked about is how this team is going to develop, right? My expectation for Jalen Duren, right, if he reaches his ceiling, I think is a top 10 rim protector, probably even higher. And I think he's, as Terry would say, a rim runner, a guy that can run up and down the court. Give me the expectation for Jaden Ivey. Is it to be the co-star, or are we sleeping on Sadiq Bey a little bit?
I think it's too early to say he'll be the co-star. I think this season is really about getting Jaden and Jalen acclimated to the NBA. I mean, you might not even see really a lot of Jalen Duren till about midway through the season. He'll be playing initially, but to say he'll be a starter or that's down the line. Same with Jaden Ivey. He's a starter, but Jaden, I think I can foresee a slow start, him coming into his own. I'm not, people. I think Pistons fans get really excited, and as they should, but it's not like these guys are going to walk into the league and set it on fire. I think there's a time and a place. I know initially to start the season you might see Sadiq as the number 2, but as it goes on, I still believe Jaden is that number 2 guy. He's got the talent to do it. But with Jalen Duren, I agree with everything you guys have hit on. He's a rim runner, physically imposing. I know he'll be one of the best rim protectors in the league, but again, he's the youngest player in the draft, so there's plenty of room to grow for him. It's really about just setting your expectations. My expectations are, I think Jaden Ivey's going to come out. He might not put up Cade Cunningham numbers, but he'll put up some good numbers. It might be on lower efficiency numbers, as he should. He's a rookie. But the Pistons are going to win a lot this year. I mean, they might win 30-ish games, so there's not much pressure on these guys. It's really just about gaining team chemistry and learning how to play together. That's what I'm looking at, Adam. How do these guys build chemistry together? It's not about the individual numbers, but eventually they will get there, to your point.
And I think Duren will get into foul trouble a lot, at least early in the season, because he knows his job. I got to protect this rim, and he'll probably fall for every fake in the league. So
And I agree with that. I think that's also, it's a young guy thing. I mean, he's 18, 19 years old. Being the rim protector he is, he probably will get in foul trouble, but that's why you have Dwayne Casey. Like, he understands you got to move these guys along slowly. He's not going to throw Jalen Duren out there into the fire initially. Jaden Ivey, I think he's a position of need. He's going to start. But Jalen Duren, there's a process. And eventually, you might see midway through the season, I think Jalen Duren could even be a starter at that point. You might have, a Isaiah Stewart at the 4, Duren at the 5, type of starting 5. But yeah, I think Jaden Ivey, though, is the one I'm most excited for. How can him and Cade play together? That's what I'm looking for the most.
What I find interesting about Cade and Ivey is Ivey is really the opposite of Cade, except mentally they're very similar, right? Very humble, very driven, very hardworking. But Ivey is uber athletic.
Absolutely.
We don't associate athleticism with Cade Cunningham at all. That's why he gets those minor Luka comps all the time, right? It's because, they play slow. It's not explosive. Ivey is explosive. And when we look at the history of the NBA, and forget the history, look at the recent history. You need co-stars together to even contend, let alone win a championship. Now you look at Jaden Ivey. I think for this team, if you told me the team's going to win a championship in 8 years, right? I'll tell you it's because he turns out to be a star, maybe a superstar.
Right.
But he needs to be a top 15, top 20 player in the NBA. That's what is required of Jaden Ivey. And I think he can do it.
Yeah, I do too. And I think, especially in today's NBA, man, you got to go 6, 7, 8 deep. I mean, you look at the Warriors and the Celtics this year in the NBA Finals. They went 6, 7, 8 deep. It's not about we're still in the super team era, but you still need depth. And that's what the Pistons have currently. They have a lot of depth, young guys that could turn out to be great players. But with your point about Jaden Ivey, absolutely. Him and Cade are fire and ice. I think he brings a lot of things to the table that is going to benefit Cade, benefit the Pistons. His ability to cause destruction in transition, his athleticism. Him and Duren alone, like how more athletic this team got in 1 year is going to be the thing I'm looking forward to the most. So like how fast these guys can get up and down the floor because they are young. They're going to be young. They're going to be flying and gunning. And I think it's really exciting to be a Pistons fan right now because you get to see it front row seats. So, but yeah, I think Jaden Ivey, in terms of his ceiling, I mean, my God, there's reasons why he gets compared to guys like Dwayne Wade or Victor Oladipo, great players. Obviously, we like him to be Dwayne Wade, and I think he can get there. There's a lot more things defensively, especially, that I think Jaden Ivey can get great at. I think he can be a much, much better defender. He has like a 6'10" wingspan at 6'4". So that's the thing nobody's talking about. He's athletic, but also that athleticism is going to benefit him defensively. I think he can be a lockdown 2 guard, along with what he brings offensively.
You know
really
what
exciting.
comparison I'm hearing less and less of? Ja Morant. That's all you heard at first. Now it's kind of, I don't say disappearing, but kind of, they don't compare him to Ja Morant as much. I still think he's Ja Morant.
Oh, yeah.
But are you backing off of that Ja Morant comparison, or are you still buying that?
I think he does similar things like Ja Morant in terms of his athleticism, his first step, his ability to attack the basket. He shot 60% last year, I think 70% at the rim at college. So I think the Ja Morant comparisons, they make sense. The only thing I would push back on is Ja's a much better playmaker. Like, he was a walking double-double in college. Jaden Ivey's more of I think he fits better with the Pistons right now. He's the 2 guard. Ja Morant was he brings things that Jaden doesn't have, but in terms of how they play and how they move, I can see the comparisons. But also, I mean, he's bigger, stronger, bigger wingspan. So there's also things that Jaden Ivey brings that Ja Morant just doesn't possess. But I don't know if he's Ja Morant, we're all happy because Ja Morant's a superstar.
Now, I don't know if you can do this, if we can do a quick contest to see who's quicker between the two. I don't know if you can actually do that.
I would be front row to that.
Right.
I would love to see it. Both guys have tremendous first step. I mean, they are unbelievably athletic, and that's what the Pistons were missing. A guy like Jaden Ivey and Jalen Duren. So I'm excited they're here.
All right, well, Jeff, thanks so much for joining us.
Oh, yeah,
this
no
morning.
problem, guys.
You're
Thanks for having
amazing
me.
as always. Check out Jeff on From Half Court and, of course, the Jeff and Gentry podcast. We are going to take a quick break. When we get back, the Lions and Pistons over-under win totals. What franchise is it more important to hit the over on? Is it the Lions this year or the Pistons the season. Terry and I will discuss when we get back. But before we do, I need to tell you about Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, where I will be going probably in the next few days because my hair is starting to grow back faster than I'd like. Walk in anytime, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week, no appointment necessary. They're awesome stylists, will take care of you like they take care of me. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper. Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
OddsTrader.com is the #1 site for all of your game day bets, play-by-play updates, live scores, and the best price on every game from multiple sports books. Go to OddsTrader.com right now for your best bet.
All right, we're back here. We're back here on the Morning Woodward Show. Terry, the Pistons over/under set at 27.5.
Right.
The Lions 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Which franchise is it more important for them to reach the over this season? Is it the Lions or the Pistons?
I'm going to say it's more important for the Lions. Although I'll make a case for the Pistons that the Pistons need to win more games. Because we keep talking about, Cade Cunningham is so great. But Cade Cunningham, his game is predicated on making this team win. And if they're only winning 1 or 2 more games a year, that's not good enough for me. But I think the Lions are more in need of reaching that 6.5 threshold or 7 or 8 games, because the mentality of the Lions is they're losers. And they carry that stigma. They have to show the fan base that it's different with Brad Holmes, it's different with Dan Campbell, that this is different than all the Lion teams that you've shown before. The Pistons, you know what? They could use another dip into the lottery. It wouldn't kill them. But I just think this fan base, you're starting to hear a little bit. No, I think we, in the media, have been positive with the Lions for the first time in probably forever. But I think there's a little fatigue from the fan base, like, okay, I don't really believe this. Y'all are not lying to us, but y'all are just too optimistic about this team. But I think the Lions, more than the Pistons, must show their fan base that they are serious about something. Okay, I'm glad I poured my heart out while you guys are playing Romper Room. Thank you. I'm here with children.
I will agree.
You know what? I'm going to pull my ruler out and spank you guys on your hand like they used to do us.
School. That doesn't scare me.
Where they
Maddy
used
likes
to
getting spanked
Catholic
there. You're
schools.
just teasing over the good time. It's a whole different thing. Anyways, I do agree. It's the Lions. Strength of schedule.
Okay.
And what sounds better to you? A coach that over 2 seasons has won 12 games, 3-9, right? 3 wins to 9 wins, or a coach that has won 6 games or 7 games in 2 seasons.
Obviously
with that
the
strength
12.
of schedule, with that roster improvement, obviously the
Right.
12. You want to see a guy win 7, 8, 9 games, which the team should be capable of. I don't want to hear the excuses. They are capable of it. The talent is there enough. And more importantly, If the coaching is there, you won't have problems this year. It's that simple. You're going to lose games, of course. You're probably an 8-9 team with okay coaching, 9-8 with good coaching. Terry, they need it. They talk about culture, right? We're heading in the right direction. We're building something at Ford Field. We're building something in Allen Park. Okay? What does that mean? Does that mean you're just happy to go to work every day, but we're not going to win? Results. When do the results come? And I will say, because Brad Holmes is in charge, I won't press the panic button on him at the end of the year. But you go out there as Dan Campbell and you are 6-27-1 through 2 years.
That's not. You can lose the locker room.
You lose all credibility. Again, we'll add him Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor took over a Marvin Lewis team that was the worst roster in all of football. They gutted it completely. They lose all their games, basically. They get the number 1 overall pick. They draft Joe Burrow. The team on offense actually looks really good. And then Joe Burrow goes down. So you expect them to lose all those games. But offensively, they look good, right? You can associate Zach Taylor and the offense, right? Offensive-minded, young coach. Keep him for the 3rd year. Insert Jamar Chase. And what does the offense do? It explodes to the next level. Forget the Super Bowl. They explode. They improve. They win 10 games. 3 years is always the timeline to turn things around for anybody. Anything more than that, they're just taking money out of your pocket and lying to you.
And the other thing, Dan Campbell has to prove to his locker room that he's just not this rah-rah guy.
Yes.
At some point, they have to trust him that he's going to put them in the best position to win. And it's not just, come on, coach, we're going to do it for you, guy. Hey, it's got to be more than that. It's got to be a little bit deeper than that. So that's another reason why I say it's the Detroit Lions.
All right. Well, let's look at it from which team has more to lose if they hit the under. The Pistons, you said, well, they could use another lottery pick. If this team went 6-11, right? I know how to fix it, right? If they go 5-12, I know how to fix it. It's generally going to start with the head coach. If the Pistons fall again and they're a 20-win team, a 19-win team, well, when is... that's a tough one. Is it a coaching issue, or is it this team is way too young, right? And we just need to suck it up for the next 3-4 years. I think you can excuse away the Pistons more that they're just young as hell. I mean, you're talking about veteran players who are 23. That's pretty young. And every sport is like this, but the NBA, NFL, they're grown men leagues. Older players who are 27, 28, 29 know how to toy with younger players like this. We're younger. I saw it many times back in the day when the going-to-work Pistons and the bad boy Pistons were winning games. Other teams would think they're doing something. Hey, we're up 2 with 10 minutes left in the game, and then they end up losing by 12 and 14 points. That's because veteran teams know when to turn it on, know when to make their final surge, know stop playing around and decide these games. It's definitely going to be... I think you're going to learn a lot. Let's put it that way. You're going to learn a lot this year. You're going to figure out whether or not you have a head coach, and you're going to figure out, and that's for the Lions, and you're going to figure out if Cade is that guy and they're capable of winning 28, 29, 32, 34, 38 games. Who knows? But we'll get to much more on the Pistons later on after the break. There's a special graphic that we need to address. So, Maddy, you can go ahead and send that to Westfall, and we'll address that on the show. And after that, what Jared Goff needs to do to get a contract extension with the Detroit Lions, all that and more when we get back. But before we go, Maddy, could you tell us about our good friends over at Cintron?
Yes, I can. Cintron is the official energy drink of the Detroit Red Wings, and they've now combined all 3 of their delicious flavors into a limited edition 6-pack sampler. Try Cintron's great tasting cranberry classic or sugar-free. and sugar-free, all in one pack. Pre-order your 6-pack sampler box today at cintronworld.com/Red Wings. Get energized with Cintron. Let's go Red Wings.
Hey, it's Scott from the Woodward Bet Show. Hey, we're here to get hot. We're here to stay hot. We're going to stay hot. We're going to win all kinds of fun coupons this week because that's what we do over at the Woodward Bet Show at 4:30. You guys got to make sure you're checking us out. You also got to make sure you check out oddstrader.com. It's got live scoring, play-by-play updates, the best place to check all the odds at the sports books right in the palm of your hand. But hey, let's get to these winners. Listen, we're going to attack the Red Sox. Red Sox stink. You see how many runs the Blue Jays put up on them? So we're going to go with the Indians/Guardians today. Woodward Bets, oddstrader.com. Check it out.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better. With Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
Make sure you're listening to Woodward Sports all day long. Start your morning with the Morning Woodward Show. Spend middays with Big D Energy. Watch and listen your drive home with the Bottom Line. And don't forget about Woodward Bets Daily. All live, all right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
Open all summer long from Memorial Day to Labor Day. Bedrock, Detroit will be open. There will be basketball, roller skating, mini golf, art installations, live music, food trucks, and more. We were there on Friday. I'm sure you all have seen the infamous shot made by Ryan Armani.
We'll be back
Live during the show. We'll be back sooner than
August
later.
25th.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. The summer is better at the Monroe Street Midway. Terry, we're back. I don't know what all the ruckus is about. Maddie's got nothing to do with her life, so she puts together a top 5
I'm
list.
only the busiest person I've ever met in my life.
You've ever met. It's not much. Terry?
Okay.
Yeah, that's a little self-serving.
Here's,
Go ahead.
I know. Here is Maddie's top 5 list of the week that she's been putting out. She's done coffee. She's done food, right?
Yep,
I believe
I've
Fago
done-
Pop.
I've done Fago. I did hottest baseball players on the Tigers.
Right? So this is a recurring thing that she does on social media.
Yes.
She'll put out her top 5.
This week I decided to do the top 5 biggest jerks at Woodward Sports Network.
That's easy.
Okay.
And my list just dropped. And that's
you
all
want
I'm
to
left.
take a guess who's number 1?
I already know who's number 1.
You.
It's simple, yeah.
Do you want to know who's number 2?
Me.
Nah, she can't. I thought you her boyfriend.
No.
What? That's in the past. She dumped me years ago.
Oh.
She had the chance.
Take a
Chad.
wild guess.
No. No, it's still Adam.
And number 3?
Oh, Adam.
Also Adam.
Okay, so Adam, angry Adam, pissy Adam, dumb Adam.
That's pretty close.
Under a rock Adam.
Westfall, would you please enlighten us?
Oh, God.
There we go.
Number 1,
All right.
Adam while fasting.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Number 2, Adam thinking about Jim Caldwell.
Okay.
Number 3, Adam without coffee.
Yep.
4, sleepless Adam.
Yep.
5, Adam when he sees Alavila.
Oh, yeah.
And the honorable mention, of course, Adam on a good day, still the biggest
Is that
jerk
why
at
you
Woodward
bring Adam
Sports.
coffee a lot of mornings? to try
Yes,
to...
because I don't need to deal with that.
Fair enough.
Now, what do you got to say for yourself, young man?
I think I nailed it.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. I can't disagree with the list, if I'm totally honest. Yeah, I think I am the biggest jerk here. Oh, well. Go fuck yourselves, all of you.
And you don't feel bad about that?
I don't feel bad one bit. I am the biggest jerk. I like the honorable mention, though. That was my favorite one.
Oh, yeah, you want a good
The
day, still
Alavila
the
one was
biggest
funny,
jerk.
though. The Alavila one. I think Alavila should be number 1 at this point. I think the
No,
order's
you
wrong.
want your fasting, especially like the beginning of your fast, is absolutely miserable.
Yeah.
What about the end? The end is more miserable than the start.
What do
no,
you mean?
because the Adam at the end of his fast is not that bad.
No? Okay.
No. No, I mean, come on. I think the list is accurate. I'll
Sick
give you credit.
Adam was going to be on there because you and your sick is
Yeah.
a
Oh,
delight.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's like every other week.
Yeah. It is.
At least
You're
I'm on
not
the show,
wrong.
so how about you shut the hell up? All of you. Here we are. Terry, what is this? See what I deal with?
I see this.
Hey, Maddy, can you do top 5 divas at Woodward Sports next up?
Divas?
Oh, don't even put me on that list. Don't you dare.
You think you wouldn't be on that list?
I am the most, by the way, just like full scoop inside of Woodward Sports, I am the most low maintenance. I am the most low maintenance talent on this network. Easily.
Is Terry, you think Terry does anything?
I am much less maintenance than Terry.
Terry's probably number 1 on the list.
What do I ask of any of you ever for a show?
What do I ask of? I just sit here and do reads. And get
We're talking
made fun
about
of.
divas. Tell me the
I
one.
should be the biggest diva at the network, but I'm not.
Yeah, you're not even close.
No, we have Matt.
We're not going to go
Ryan.
there.
We're going to go there. You think I give a fuck? We're going to call everybody out. We got Ryan, Braylon, Maz.
Okay, so let's go
We got
through
Darren.
this. So,
Darren's not a diva.
Darren is kind of a diva.
Can we agree who number 1 is? Can we agree who number 1 is?
Adham.
Well, number 1's hard. I'm not sure who I'd put out.
Number 1's probably Ryan Armani, right?
No, I don't think Ryan's the biggest diva.
You know who is? Mr. Snoot himself, Neil Rule. That's the
Neil
biggest
is
diva.
not a diva.
Yes, he
Neil's
is.
in the top 5.
He's a pro, but he's a diva.
Neil doesn't ask for anything, though. He just sits there and hopes.
No,
he's
he
in the
doesn't
right...
have to ask for anything. He knows this is going to get it. So that's how much of a diva
Neil's
he
not
is.
here today.
He'll
so.
walk in and then all of a sudden, like a coffee will appear. Or stuff
I mean,
will
I
appear.
texted Fish on the way here, and I said,
I mean, if we're
going
to do all-time honorable mentions, I think number 1, and it's not even close, is Joik Bell.
Yeah, but he's
Joik
not.
Bell, by
but
the way,
he's
just so
not
you like
here.
guys know, Joik Bell used to have Fish bring him breakfast every day.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but he's not here.
Eggs
Oh, good
with
times.
no
I love
biscuit.
Joik, though.
Oh,
No,
God.
it was
Joik's
eggs
awesome.
with cheese
Joik's
to
the
go.
best.
Scrambled eggs with cheese to go.
Yep.
Oh, God.
And
that
the
was awesome.
acai bowl, the classic.
God damn it. Mike G says that Jim Caldwell, in fact, is the greatest lines coach in the last 15 years. That's like saying the best blowjob you ever got in the last 15 years was the only one you got. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. Jeez. But I have no complaints with the list. I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it. I think honorable mention should have been number 1, though. I mean, me on a good day is like a damn good day. Let's all be honest.
No, but
we bring in dancers. We got smokes. We got drinks. It's a good time. I got my feet on the desk. I got my feet on the desk. We're calling out people.
Yep.
I mean, me on a good day is quite a good day. Let's just all be honest here.
And he's
that's
over
the
here
point,
smoking.
Though. It's like supposed to be when you're the biggest jerk.
I am a jerk on those days because everybody
but
gets
you
it.
fasting.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, your list is pretty spot on.
I know. I'm aware. I know you.
Oh, God.
And nobody else here is as mean as you are, so.
I am mean because I have to be, and none of you punk bitches would get anything done if I wasn't. So we're gonna leave that at that.
Bam.
And not just anybody in this room. That goes to everybody back there as well. So you need mean people. You need, as what was it, Scarface? You need people like me.
It's like some certain countries need dictators.
That's right. If I was running for president, I would turn this country into a dictator. Because you need people like me. You need people like me that are gonna say the shit that you don't have the balls to say.
Bam.
All right. That's it. We're done with this top 5 list. Maddie, well done. Congratulations. I'll give you a round of applause, by the way. Everybody, a round
And
of
I
applause.
will
for
too.
Thank you so much. I
Lovely.
feel so loved this morning. First
Well
time
done.
ever.
Well done. Another honorable mention, by the way, on the diva list.
To
His
me?
name just came up in the chat. Art was definitely a diva.
Oh,
Art,
he was.
I love you, buddy, but you were
Art
definitely
was.
a diva. Joik and Art, I think, share 1 and 2. Sean Belizean falls under the low maintenance, like just super pro, amazing dude. Never gave any
But
problems.
he's the same as New Rule then.
Joik is like head and shoulders 1, and then there's like a whole
Yeah,
mountain
it's
that
not
you got to
even
climb
close
down,
one.
and then you have
Yeah.
like second place.
You have to dig for second place. He's so
Yeah.
far up there.
Yeah, Joik used to get mad at me because I called him cutie pie.
Fish
Adam
called
doesn't like
Joik.
that either.
I hate it. Fish called Joik a bitch on air before.
I
He
know
did.
that's the best thing in the whole world.
Like, we need to
I
resurface
love
that
it.
clip.
From the legend Terry Foster. Clap it up for Terry Foster, everybody.
I'm just excited to be here and to see our youth grow
Hey, it
into
worked.
young
He
adults.
ended up eating the chip, so it worked.
He ate the chip.
It
That's
worked.
true.
Listen, Terry, there's something about you attracting crazy white people that has worked out for you. So
No, they throw them at me, and I'm supposed to help them some way, somehow.
There's no helping us.
And I keep failing. Yes.
I'm a lost cause. Adam is. I don't even want to go there.
Way down there.
if you're a lost cause, I'm like I'm fine. at this point. I'm doing just fine. Believe me.
I'm not doing fine.
I know you're not. We're going to go to break. When we get back, Alex Mayer's a good one. You know who else is a diva, by the way? Spencer.
I was going to say that too.
Spencer's a goddamn diva.
Spencer is totally a diva.
Okay.
Spencer, if he's sick,
Easy's a diva.
He'll go in the back. Him and Easy, they'll go in fetal position and cry on the floor.
In Studio B.
Yeah.
Whatever. We're going to go to break. When we get back, mailbag time. Any and all questions you may ask them this morning. Get them in the chat prepared for us. But before we go, Maddy, the best defense on and off the field.
I think I might have to hide today, so I might need some Guardian Alarm. Summertime is here, and that means spending more time outside. Let Guardian Alarm give you peace of mind while you're out enjoying the sunshine. Give them a call today at 1-800-STAY-OUT, and you can rest easy knowing you have 24/7 protection. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT. Give them a call and let them know that Woodward Sports.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
It's a great day to get some Centron in your life. Okay. There it is. Centron, here we go. Gotta grab the cranberry. Oh wait, it's 2 for $4. Gotta double up with the classic as well. Centron World, baby. Centron, available at select Krogers, and if you want to know how, go to @CentronWorld.com. You get dope like me. You know what? Why wait? Great taste, guaranteed.
NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are.
When you need apparel, there is only one place to go, and that is Big Frog in Novi. And guess what? All month long, the last week of July is this week, you can get a free Woodward Sports t-shirt if you stop into Big Frog in Novi today. That's right, I said a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. All you got to do is stop in, tell them we sent you, and they will print you one on the spot. Head to Big Frog in Novi today, get your free t-shirt, or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi.
Henry Steiger has his driving test today. And Henry, my one piece of advice is bring $100 with you and just accidentally drop it in the car if you suck at driving. But if you don't and you know how to drive, don't even worry. Don't even stress it. Stop being a bitch.
What kind of advice is that?
What? You've never paid for your driver's license?
Well, yeah, but I just...
All right, well, there you go. There's multiple ways to pay outside of the standard fee. Anyways, Terry, we got to get into the questions. Who's in the playoffs this year? The Pistons or the Red Wings?
I would say Red Wings over the Pistons, even though they got to be 40 points more. You have to hope that the bottom teams are not as good as they were this year. I just don't see. I think at the tops, I can see the Pistons winning 32 games, and that's not enough.
Adam, did you see Patty fight over the weekend, the kid over the pond? No, I didn't. I saw his interview, and I don't care. I don't care. For me, the UFC is typically irrelevant unless you have mega stars like Conor McGregor that can carry the sport globally into a point where you must talk about it. I don't have to talk about the UFC right now. Nobody's interested.
That's because you don't want to.
No, no. It's not that I don't watch it. UFC fans who are obsessed and love the UFC, it's different. They love it. They'll watch it. But the standard sports fan is not interested. So I'm not interested either. Let's see. Would you like to join me in escorting Alavila out of Comerica Park? It's not going to happen, dude. It's not going to happen. But I'm going to do my best to sneak on the broadcast on Tuesday. So I probably shouldn't say this because they'll expect it now.
Oh, they have security right outside there.
Yeah.
Broadcast. Armed
What
security.
are your thoughts on JT Barrett joining the Lions staff as an offensive assistant?
I don't have thoughts on him because I don't know much about him as an assistant coach.
It's a whatever.
We wish him the best.
Yeah, I guess that's the best way to put it, Terry, is wishing him the best. All right, let's see. Mailbag for everyone. What are your go-to apps when you order for the table when you go out with a group of friends? What the hell does that mean? Your go-to apps when you order for the table.
Appetizers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
appetizers.
apps, not like
I
on
thought
your
like
phone
apps. Yeah, sorry.
Mine.
Clearly, I don't go out much, obviously.
Yes. Do you know what appetizer is?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just want to
He
make
just
sure.
doesn't know what apps are.
I think my go-to appetizer is either like nachos or, depends on the place, a bar nachos,
Okay.
a restaurant calamari maybe.
I like calamari. That would be
I
my
love
go-to.
calamari.
But
Or potato skins.
yeah, and potato skins. But because usually when we go out, I let my kids decide, and it's always mozzarella sticks. All right, I'm glad I made you
I'm not
happy.
a mozzarella stick guy.
I'm
I
not either. I
sort
don't
of
like
am,
mozzarella
but
sticks.
that's what they like, so I'll have
I
one.
like the pretzel bites.
Pretzel
Most
bites?
outlandish Super Bowl pick for a team that nobody's talking about, Terry. Who is going to go to the Super Bowl or win the Super Bowl that nobody's talking about?
Nobody's talking about. What about your Minnesota Vikings?
Well, Terry took the words out of my mouth.
Is that what you were thinking?
Because nobody's talking about, yes. I mean,
Right.
there are dark horse contenders.
No, people said they could win the division. Now I'm hearing Green Bay again, and Minnesota's an
Yeah, the
afterthought.
Green Bay thing, look, you have to be respectful of Green Bay. One, they've won the division. They've dominated it since Matt LaFleur has been there. Secondly, they have the best defense in the division, arguably top 2, top 3 in the NFC and or all the NFL. So Green Bay is stacked defensively. How Aaron Rodgers will handle less talent on the outside is the question. Is he a great quarterback? Yes, he is. Are they going to win regular season games? Yes, they are. Do I think Minnesota is going to significantly improve over last season with Kevin O'Connell coming in? Yes. Offensive-minded coach, wants to work with Kirk Cousins, has Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook available to him, and the defense will be better this year. If you have to
Now,
pick
would
a team,
the LA Chargers qualify as a team
no, 'cause they
nobody's
are a
talking
team.
about, or are they
you know who
being
else is a
talked
team?
about?
I would say the Ravens. Nobody is taking Lamar Jackson and the Ravens seriously. I would put the Ravens up there. I think they have a top 3 coach in the NFL in John Harbaugh. The Ravens are a team I'd put up there as well. The Ravens and the Vikings. Those would be my 2 that nobody's talking about. Fair?
Okay. Fair.
All right. Fish, would you take... Oh, wow. Interesting. Terry, would you take Fish to the Sun Bowl activities?
You know what? I would not.
Good.
Because if
I
I'm
just sit
gonna,
and cry
I
in
want
a
to
corner.
have fun, and I don't want to feel guilty about doing all this super good fun stuff.
No, you could do it. I'll just sit and cry in a corner.
That's what I don't want. I don't want to see you sit and cry in the corner. It didn't make me feel bad.
No,
I couldn't have a good time.
No, but I'll smile seeing you have a good time. Maybe I'll do a live look.
Nah, but then I'll be like, damn. Fish is over there crying. He's drinking water
Or milk.
or milk. He's not even eating the nachos. I'd feel awful. So no. The answer is no. Absolutely not.
All right, so for I want to address the UFC comment, just so everyone's aware. I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to read off for you. These are the top 10 UFC buys in company history. Number 1, Khabib and Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Number 2, McGregor and Diaz. Number 3, Lesnar and Frank Mir, the second go-round.
Yeah.
Number 4, Conor McGregor, Nate Diaz. Number 5, Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo. Number 6, Conor McGregor and Alvarez, Eddie Alvarez. 5 of the 6 most purchased pay-per-views are Conor McGregor. Stop with the Conor McGregor hate in the chat. Just shut the hell up. The UFC, again, makes more money when they have that type of superstar. At the moment, you can't say they do.
No, that is true, but isn't Conor
Do they have
McGregor
great fighters?
fading now?
Oh, he's been done. He's been done for a
Right.
few years. That's beyond the point. The point is, all of your fights, your headline fights, your pay-per-view, they're good, right? You have Israel Adesanya. You have, oh, God, who's the Brazilian champion? He's awesome. How do I forget his name?
Oh, Oliveira.
Oliveira's awesome. Like, you have good fighters. The sport's relevant. But don't sit here and tell me that it's garners national attention. It only does when you have people like Conor McGregor in the game. And right now you don't. Or unless you match up a super fight, which as of right now I'm not aware of any. All right, moving on. Last question before we hit the break, or before we end the show, actually. Let's see. The Vikings are the definition of a team that are stuck in mediocrity. If they're mediocre, what the hell are we?
Awful.
I was gonna go with Dick, but awful works. Awful works. Like,
no, but nobody is saying the Lions are mediocre. I think people, even our, tough, Lion fans realize that the team has been bad. What we're looking at and what we're hoping is that this regime is actually going to do something. We have faith that the future is going to look good. But when you look at the history of the Lions, their good years was when they were mediocre. So for the most part, they've just been
fair enough.
Awful.
Look, I'm going to address this before we end the show. The whole boxing, UFC stuff. Guys, boxing isn't good unless the heavyweight division is at its prime and you have two amazing athletes. Correct, Terry?
Correct.
The UFC is relevant. It's a good sport. It's a growing business. But don't sit here and tell me that Paddy is the next... There is no Conor McGregor anymore. That's done. The way he took over the UFC, I don't think will be done for another 10, 15, 20 years. You can't... You know how hard that is? The timing that is? How that works? Paddy, and another thing, Conor McGregor knocked out people. Paddy just won over the weekend by submitting someone. I'm not watching a pay-per-view trying to see somebody get choked out. You want to see the knockout. That's why people watch heavyweight boxing. That's why they watch celebrity boxing. They want to see people get knocked out. Strictly numbers here. Conor McGregor is the greatest thing to happen to the UFC. Maddie, shut the hell up. We're gonna go to break. That's it for today's show, guys. I hope you're having a great Monday, like I am. I hope you liked Maddie's top 5 list. I hope you liked Fish shutting the hell up half the show. That was nice. Things changing around here. You all have a great rest of your day. Terry, thank you so much. See you Wednesday.
My pleasure.
I'm going to be on Locked On Pistons tonight, by the way. Surprise appearance.
All right.
I'll be on Locked On Pistons with Koo, so we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Cool.